The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 65, 65.
Come on, D.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Hey, team 6, team 6. 21, 21.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
13, 13. I got you.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
At the 49ers 27-yard line.
Yellow.
Watch left. In your face.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Working from the gun, Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Yellow, I'm going.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And Butker able to put this one through, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's got room. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, 49ers. That kickoff return, 104 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday they'll press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He was looking again for Kelce there on that play. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelce on the ground. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Hey, 180. Yo. Hey, Ripple in.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, alert! Hey, Delta.
56, Mike, 56.
Here we go.
I got you.
Here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Oh, yeah. And here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Well, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha. I got you.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Under 10. Hey, whoa. Hey, gun.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mahomes going to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now 13.
Next to score, Chiefs 27, 49ers 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run it with Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On the ground, this is Williams. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Just like that. Just yellow. Easy. He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. On first down, Garoppolo. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31.
Exit.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
From the 24, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Kill.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Williams. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Here we go. 20.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
21. Hey, gun.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they have a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Hey, gun.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
65. I got you. Hey, Zoo.
To the backfield.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, lady.
Watch 54. Hey, watch the screen.
57. Yellow.
Delta. Out. Check.
Let's get our nine.
Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.